before you obviously can log in, you'll first need to download Microsoft Teams and OneNote directly onto your computer, particularly if you're using a Mac, because it doesn't work in quite the same way as a Windows software. The first thing to do obviously is to go to Safari, and then in this particular case to just type in Microsoft, which will take you to Microsoft.com. And you'll see, because everyone's using Teams at the minute, it will most likely take you to this main Microsoft Teams page. The first thing that you need to do for Microsoft Teams is at this particular point is to download Teams. So on the top here, you'd click Download Teams, and then you'll have an option in one moment to be able to download Teams to your computer. So in this particular case, it asked you to download for desktop. You'd literally just click Download for desktop, and then you'd click Download Teams. And then, as you know how you normally download things onto your computer, the download would then appear at the top of your computer here, ready for you to be able to work through. Once it's downloaded, you'd literally then just drag this onto your desktop, or double click it, however you normally download things, and double click on the installer package, and it would download Teams onto your computer. As I've already done that, I won't demonstrate that quite to you now, but let's just imagine that you've already downloaded Teams, and you'll see that I've got this saved down at the bottom as well. You'd need to do the same for Microsoft OneNote, which you can get from the App Store, as well as Microsoft Word, Microsoft Office, or any other Microsoft 365 things. But let's just demonstrate how you'd open and then log into Teams. So imagine I've downloaded and followed the instructions for downloading this. When I open up Teams for the first time, I'll have a screen which looks like this, and it's asking me to be able to sign in to my school account. Remember, my sign-in address that I need to use for this particular account is my school email address. So in this case, I've got a test student one. You'd stick in your normal school email address at this point here, and then just make sure that you stick in durhamjohnston.org.uk as you would do at school. Once you've clicked sign in, you'll always then be taken to the Sims home page, just like we did for the iPhone and iPad version, and you'll need to stick in that same username again there, which is, remember, your school email address. In this case, this is one we've made up for this demonstration, but you'd have your real address that you could use here. And again, just make sure that you use durhamjohnston.org.uk. You'll only be asked to do this once when you first sign in, after which time you no longer need to do this. And remember, your password is just your the password that you normally use at school yourself, which you would log onto the school systems with. Once you sign in there, it will take you through Sims, and then you'll see the following screen, which looks like this. And this will open up Microsoft Teams for you for the first time on your Mac. It's really important that you use this on your Mac rather than trying to go through the school system for Teams, because it doesn't quite work in the same way, and it's a lot more difficult. Once you've downloaded Microsoft Teams, and you also have OneNote, which I'll show you in a second, that's how you'd then sign in, and then you would see for the first page here, this is your dummy class. You might have multiple classes here for different subjects. So if you click on the class here, and then you will see that you have the first page from your dummy class, which we'll go through in just one minute.